when he addressed to the student how you want to go to study, how you want to study. But this one is not being practiced by the current student now because you come to the cluster, you don't bring any note. I don't see that. Those days when I was studying until now, I still keep the note, the handwritten. Because maybe during my time, maybe it was the only mean for us to take note. You don't have any other way using your mobile phone, using the AI, just like your friends doing that now. Record the transcribing, you just listen to me. But sometimes you don't want to listen. And then what happened during the examination time, we will photocopy our friend note. If you miss some classes, I will get the photocopy from that. I don't remember. I don't know whether that you are practicing the same thing when you are studying at undergraduate. You buat tak macam ni, Azila? Huh?
Yes, doctor. Yeah, I did
Those
this.
days. You tahun
Yeah.
berapa? You degree tahun bila?
My degree 1999.
Still lah.
April 19. Yeah, 2000, around 2000.
1990, 2000, because there is no tool except to take
Yes.
note.
Yeah.
Mine is 1990. I graduate 1995. Not far lah, but 4 years. Kan? Tak jauh lah. So mine is 1994. So the only way when attend the lectures, right, we have to write down. That's why, Muhammad, on your camera, Muhammad, I don't see your face. Ahlam is good. Showing your face.
Doctor. Okay.
Ahlam, that's what Imam Malik say, whenever you are studying, what you have to do.
دكتور ليس لدي أي معلومات عن أي سؤال ديني.
Huh? You genie?
ليس لدي معلومات عن أي سؤال ديني.
La. Cannot be like that.
لا
So some people, they use the genie too. I understand.
أنا أسمع ابن مالك فقط. عن أي شيء عن تاريخ حياتي لا أعرف.
So who is the Imam Malik? Imam Malik
لا
is one of the scholar. He's one of the scholar who teach the student, So how you want to, when you want to study, what you have to do. First, Muhammad, remember. Isma min khair.
He's one of the four, as we know, the four pillars of Islam.
Four pillar of the
the
right.
Maliki,
Malik,
the Hanafi,
Hanafi,
and the Ja'fari.
Shafi'i. Another one is Hanifa, right? One of the four
Hanafi,
pillar of the
Shafi'i, Maliki, and Ja'fari is for the Shia, Sunnah Shia for Iran people, and
And then what he said, Imam Malik said. He said in Arabic, I tell you in Arabic. Uktub min khayri ma Isma min khayri ma. First he said it's about reading, He's telling us about reading. He said, Uktub min khayri ma taqra. Uktub min khayri ma taqra. Whenever when you read something, you have to write.
Right.
Uktub min khayri ma taqra. Wahfaz min اكتب من خير ما تقرأ واحفظ من خير ما تكتب.
Oh.
And then the first thing is listen to the best what you can. The best thing related to you, and then after you listen, you have to waktub min khayri ma tasma. You have to write down whatever the best you listen. After you write down on a piece of paper or whatever mean after this, in order to remember, you have to wahfaz min khayri ma taktub. What is that, Muhammad? Wahfaz min khayri ma taktub?
احفظ من خير ما تكتب. Yeah.
نعم. Yeah, أحفظ
واكتب
من
من خير ما تسمع.
Yeah. And then you have to write down.
عفوا دكتور، واسمع كثيرا تتعلم كثيرا.
واسمع كثيرا تتعلم
كثيرا.
But now not like that, You have now you read a lot of information. This is what you call information overloaded. What do we mean by information overloaded? In this 21st century, we have a lot of people talking.
Misinformation and fake information and
the false story. Misinformation. Because a lot of people talking using this IT system, even those people who do not know about anything, they just spread the information. That's
Yeah.
why you need to have some sort like for you to sieve the information, right?
Yeah. People even now, like, they're changing history. Like the history, they're changing it completely. So
Yeah. A lot of people be talking. So you talk a lot also ahlam, it's not good. You understand? If people talk a lot, sometimes they just mumbling, they don't talk based on the facts. You talk a lot can, but talk is fact and figure.
yeah,
Understand? With information that is right. And that if you don't talk based on the right, so you will be
so,
you respect the fitnah. Or if you talk something that you don't know or something about other people, for example, oh, he's no good lah, you say, you try to sometimes people blackmail people by talking wrong information about yourself or something in order to cause deception among the people, you understand? Misunderstanding among the people. Uh, that's why delivering false information is haram actually. It's not for me. It's not
because it's
permissible.
lying.
It's because it's lie.
Yeah.
You cannot talk lie, and then you cannot talk fitna. You cannot do kazaf. You know what is kazaf? What is a
Yeah.
kazaf in Arabic?
Qadhf.
Yeah, kazaf. What is a kazaf?
Saying something wrong and bad about someone else.
Yeah, but what? In what form?
And how do I put it? Uh, I don't know how to say it. It's in, like, like Sharaf. I don't know. Their honor.
Yeah, the honor of the people. You're
Yeah.
talking bad about the honor of the people,
Mm.
particularly men or women. You're
Yeah.
accusing someone who committed adultery, for
Mm.
example, right?
Yeah.
Committed sexual intercourse outside the wedlock or something like that. So you are accusing someone based on the false information, based on the created information,
Yeah.
based on the created information that you get from your trick. For example, you use the video camera, you use AI, you change Muhammad's face, you change someone's face into Muhammad's face, doing bad thing. This is qazaf to Muhammad, you understand?
Yeah. True.
This is qazaf. So you make people difficult and then you talking lie. And then that's why the principle when you receive the information from these people, So the first thing what we have to do. If ja'akum someone, if
Yeah.
someone
جاءكم
come to
امرأ بنبأ.
binaba'in with any news,
إن كنتم صادقين.
yeah,
جاءكم
binaba'in,
فاسق.
and
إن كنتم صادقين.
yeah, you have to check the information.
Mm.
If ja'akum fasikum binaba'in fatabayyanu. What do you mean
Make sure.
fatabayyanu?
Yeah, تبين. Make sure or find the evidence.
Yeah, you have to find the evidence. Right?
Yeah.
Fatabayyanu an tusibu qauman bijahalah wa tusbihu
تلفتني
ala ma
وتصبوا على ما فعلتم
ظالمين.
نادمين.
nadimin. You know? So when you receive the information from bad people, you have to check the information. Right? You are talking about information, right? You have to check information, and otherwise, if otherwise, will cause harmful to the people, and then you regret about it. For example, you receive bad information about your employee or the one of the staff is always trying to pamper you, trying to put aircon on your butt, and then telling you, oh, this girl is not good, you don't trust her, you never do the checks, Azila. But you never do the check. And then you trust someone who was talking, blackmail people, and then suddenly you do injustice to the people who are being accused without any reason. So that's why information must come with the correct information, and then you have tabayyan. You have to check the authenticity or the fact you receive. You have to check whether it really happened or not. Right? Is it true or not? Information is not always good. All right. Information is not always good. Alam, understand? Whatever you receive every day, someone in the TikTok, is no good. Right? TikTok is good means for you to distribute the information, but you cannot trust the information in the TikTok, and you cannot bring the information that you receive in the TikTok to the parliament. You know, there are some there are some MP or MP or the member of parliament in Malaysia receive the information. Where you got this information? I received it from TikTok. And then you bring it to the parliament. You have to bring the fact into the parliament. You cannot bring lie into the parliament. And then you cannot bring the rumors, you know. You cannot use the poison letter, for example. And then there's a problem in the government department in Malaysia. Sometimes they entertain this what we call poison letter. We don't know who sent the letter to someone, and then you are being investigated because of the poison letter. Betul tak, Suraya? Saya pernah kena. Mana student dalam kelas sama ni, there's one student in this class, and then there's one officer, part-time class. I did teaching for Master Corporate Com. Those days lah, I think before 2010. And I got a friend of mine, student in the police, he stayed in Gomusang. And anyway, I passed to Gomusang on the way to Kelantan. I stopped by, and then dia belanja lah air makan tengah hari. Biasalah. Kalau I pergi tempat you pun, you belanja makan tengah hari lah kan. Takkan I pergi office tak belanja saya. Memang right? Suraya? Kan, saya datang sekali, itulah setempuh. And then, dia belanja saya because to honor myself being a teacher or lecturer in the class. He bring me some big fish lah, ikan kelah lah, seko. Because yes, in the Hulu Kelantan, Gomusang, you know, they got lot of this kind of fish. In Kuala Lumpur is very expensive, but Gomusang not that expensive lah. Ikan kelah, seko goreng, very nice, it's tasty. And then maybe he was talking to his friend lah about Dr. Mugat coming to visit me. They stopped by the information spread among the class. And then there's one student over there, send a poison letter without naming her name or his name in the letter to the dean, saying that, oh, I'm taking bribe from the student because the student pay me ikan kelah. This is ridiculous. I don't know that when the student want to treat me like this, you know, and then some people think this is a problem. Me, I don't know lah. All right. So if someone, if you respect to the same thing like the Chinese student in my class, they always come to me, bring me the Chinese tea, you know, an expensive Chinese tea to me. It's not a bribe, you know. You are not think, but it's good kind of gesture. Betul tak, Suraya? Bukan nak bribe saya pun. Apalah harganya teh. Apa harganya seekor ikan kelah. Saya ni orang kampung. I don't care at all. Ikan kelah ni tu. Hari-hari saya makan ikan kelah. Kan? So, there are some fitnah. That's why the Prophet said, fitnah to first criminal of. When you fitnah apa penting ni?
Slender.
Yeah, when you slander people, it is more dangerous, more bad than you kill someone. Because you destroy his or her capability. In the context of the communication, what are the difference between libel and slander? Okay, Muhammad, what are the difference? Anybody knows in this class the difference between the slander and libel? Suraya, apa beza slander and libel? If you study law.
Slander and what, doctor?
Libel.
Liable.
Libel. L-I-B-E-L. Libel.
Label.
Libel. Lie. L-I. Libel.
Liable. Slander is when you spread something about someone else in order to ruin their business, their reputation. I
What?
think
Libel?
no, slander.
That's slander. Libel?
Yeah, liable is to be liable for what you do. What you do, like you have a liability
No, no,
to.
not that liability.
Uh,
Libel. Libel. Saya tak tahu apa libel. Apa beza libel and slander dalam law?
Oh, in terms of law, I don't know. But libel is something that you put it into writing.
The
Is it?
libel is something you put into writing. Slander is about something you speak or you speak in your internet. That is because slander. But you put in writing, in the form of writing, like journalists write the story, false story about someone, that is considered to be libel. And then the libel, you can be just under the thought, law of thought. So many people can charge you. I studied a bit law of thought when I was studying in UIA last time. Law of thought, where when you slander people, it causes people damage to the reputation of someone, and then if it is a lie through your word, or what we mean as slander, or it's a lie through your written information, then you are liable to be sued, and you have to sometimes can send you to the jail. All right. So in fact, particularly nowadays, Malaysian government they are point, they are because in the age of social media. I do not know in China. And China also the same thing lah. So where the people, this what time? Kamu saat okay, 7:12. Okay, about 7:30 we stop for a while. Okay. Uh, w- w- Malaysia they don't allow you to speak in the social media about three things, particularly in social media. Religion, you cannot belittle other people's religion, or you cannot tell something bad about the religion. Okay. We call it 3R. And you cannot tell bad about the rulers or royal family, you know. And then you cannot tell bad about the R. Another R is what? Fadila? Tiga R, apa dia?
royal religion and
royal religion and
race.
Another one.
mm,
Royal religion and
Race.
races.
racist.
You cannot be belittling another races. It's subject to the law, you know. You're talking about Chinese people talk about Malay, you belittling Chinese, you belittling Indian, you belittling the orang asli or the aborigine, or any part of the people in this world, particularly in Malaysia, you are liable for the crime. It's considered a crime. And even in Australia, they passed a law in Australia. If you call someone, hey, old man, they call someone, hey, old man, you are fine. You can be fined because of belittling an old man. Understand? That is in Australia. In Australia, you cannot call, hey, old man, what are you doing? So you are liable you can be sued, or you found you can be sent to the jail. You are found to undermine people because of he is old, or because he is different religion, or body shaming, for example, right? Body shaming you boleh masuk penjara tak, Suraya?
No. Body
Malaysia.
shaming, but you can be fined.
It can be fine sometimes. It can be fine. If body shaming, kau ni dah lah gemuk, buncit lah tu. You're talking about you, you're talking in your physical attribute, right? Muhammad, your physical attribute is that people belittling about your physical attribute. It can be fine, according to the law. The body shaming or something like that. Okay, we move forward. That is about information. Oh, sorry. Try to finish this earlier. Okay. If we can finish by 8, we can try to finish by 8 lah, but I have to take. Okay, I've read this some of the verses got with Al-Mujadalah 11. Somewhere along the line of development, we discovered what we really are, and then we make our real decisions for which we are responsible. Make that decision primarily for yourself, because you can never really leave anyone else to live. This is according to Illini or Roosevelt. Whenever you want you to decide something or deciding based on information that you have, you make the decision for your family first, and then to your organization. And then as general rule, the most successful man in life is the man who has the best information. According to Benjamin Disraeli, the principle. General rule, most successful man is the man of zero information. Right. But God also say that the best people who's men of knowledge. Right. Even though you're a man of knowledge, Muhammad, when you have wife next to you, they always tell you are wrong. Only two people can tell you wrong. Your boss sometimes lah. But the most closest people to you is your mom and your wife. And then how good you are in this world, Muhammad. These two people will tell you you are wrong. Am I right? These two
Right.
people, your wife or your mom. Your mom can school you, your wife also can school you. That's why I see a lot of general or a lot of very successful people, they are very scared of your wife. Itu tadi lah. Yang bos-bos you banyak bapa penakut dengan bini dia orang kan. Raya, betul tak? If the boss is general of the army, the wife will become the top number one, you know. Don't play around. That is in Malaysia. I think in other countries also, because normally men don't want to cause any trouble with women.
Everywhere, doctor, everywhere.
في كل مكان. Everywhere. So that's why it happened to the time during the time of Prophet. There is one guy, you know, in the time of, not the time of the Prophet, the time of the Umar ibn al-Khattab. You know who is Umar ibn al-Khattab? Umar ibn al-Khattab is very strong character person, you know, very fierce among all those other caliphs. The Prophet.
Umar bin Khattab, radhiyallahu anhu. Yeah.
Yeah, Umar al-Khattab, you know.
Al-Faruq.
Very fierce. Of course, people call it Al-Faruq. And one day, someone want to see him to tell her about his story, you know. He went to Umar al-Khattab's house, and then he want to tell Umar al-Khattab the problem between him and his wife in the family. He tried to get advice from Umar al-Khattab, you know. When he reached in front of the Umar al-Khattab wife, he heard that Umar al-Khattab wife also scolded Umar al-Khattab. You still remember, Ahlam, the story? Right. He listened. This guy, he heard that Umar al-Khattab being scolded by his wife. Or the wife has complained to Umar al-Khattab sometime. And then when they arrived, and then when he reached the door, and then he see Umar al-Khattab, and then he went back. He went back. So, and then Umar al-Khattab called this guy, why you run away? Why you go away? So actually, he said, I want to tell you about the problem that I'm facing with my wife. And it's always disobey me or always complain about me, you know. And when I arrived to your house, the same thing happened. You also, even though you are very fierce, you know, what among the close friend of the Prophet, you also being scolded by your wife. It's quite common, you know. Being scolded by the wife, but ladies is common for the human being. Let them, whatever. If they are not in a good mood, just go away. All right, God will rise to a certain level of those you believe and those who are given the knowledge. And is it similar between those who have the knowledge and those who do not? هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? Right. Is it similar, those people who have the knowledge and those people who don't have knowledge? But ask people. So, that comes to the definition of ulama. In the Islamic tradition, people have the knowledge. You call it them as ulama. Am I right, Muhammad? What do you mean? What do you mean by ulama? Ulama is people with the knowledge. But
Yeah, ulama, it's like when you reach this state of being, alim, it's more like a scientist in whatever subject you are.
mm,
So alim, ulama, jama'a is the plural of alim, which is
ilm,
singular,
alim,
which
yeah,
means scientist.
scientists or people with wisdom, something like that.
Mm.
Wisdom is not enough. Sometimes people are given the knowledge, highest knowledge, and the knowledge is not necessarily about the but the religious knowledge. Also, if you have become alim in
Alim is
your
different.
particularly
Exactly.
in the في مجال الطب, for example,
Mm.
in
Yeah.
the field of medicine, just like Ibn Sina, he's also ulama. So
Yeah.
that's why the terminology of the people who have knowledge, all right? The terminology, what in Arabic we call it في اللغة. ما
Mm.
معنى العلماء في اللغة؟ في اللغة or in literally in English, because when you speak about something you have to
Yeah.
definition. ما معنى العلماء في اللغة؟ في اللغة, in the perspective of the words or literally, it means that people who have the knowledge. Anybody who have the knowledge, you reach the level of you are called ulama. Muhammad also an ulama, but in your position, in your respective field, I am ulama in the respective of media.
Yeah.
I become the reference. But from the perspective of the fiqh or something like that, or from the perspective of religion, ulama, that's why. That's why to me there is not much different. If you look at the previous Muslim scholar, they must understand you, because in order for you to become the scholar, you must understand the religious knowledge, and at the same time you have to understand the context. And then sometimes you have to understand the mantik, for example, language, right? So that make yourself to become a good scholar. Sometimes people don't know Arabic. So one of the factor, if you want to become a scholar in Islamic tradition, in Islamic knowledge, you must master Arabic language. You must master an-nahu wal sarf, right?
Nahwa Sarf, yes.
You have to understand an-nahu wal sarf. You must understand also mantiq, uh, to put something into the context. When you
Yeah,
say
which is
something, the
very
word,
difficult.
all right. So other than that, you must understand the usul fiqh. Usul fiqh. What is usul fiqh? Usul fiqh meaning that something that you learn, it must be based on something, right? Because not everything that happened during the time of the prophet can become the become the rules. Maybe the rule is applicable during the time
Mm.
of the prophet, but not during the time of now. That's why by having the knowledge, you have the knowledge, you are capable, become an ulama or those people who have knowledge. You have the normal people. If I want to ask about the tip, I want to ask about medicine, I will ask to the doctor. Right? You don't ask the engineer. فاسألوا أهل الذكر فإن كنتم لا تعلمون. You have to ask people who have the knowledge if you do not know. You don't refer your issue of you have the health issue with the people, a doctor like me. I cannot prescribe you the medicine. Maybe I can give me opinion based on my experience, but I cannot prescribe you with the medicine because I'm not the tip. I'm not the doctor, right?
Yeah.
So you have to ask the ulama or the people who have knowledge in the field of the medicine. But if you don't know something about the media, I will become the people who will guide you about the media. Right? Because I'm an expert in the field. Am I right, Muhammad? So sorry
That's
lah,
right.
because I cannot see a lot of people over here. All right. that caused me to. I hope that I can see every one of you. That's why it's very important when you on your camera. In order to get attention, you have to show your face. There's a trick coming to the class. If you want to get attention, people know you. Show your face. Don't sit at the back. In the classroom, for example, you must be visible. You understand, Muhammad?
Yes,
What
that's
do you mean visible?
noticeable to
Huh?
be noticed.
So you must always on your camera. If you hide, I don't know whether that you are listening to me. I don't tell you. If you're on your camera, maybe I can see your face and I ask you some questions. That's why I ask only questions to those who are on the camera. Because I can see that you are directly listening to me. Right. As the man of knowledge, we do not know. I don't understand. There are types of knowledge information. Two types of knowledge. One is the quiet knowledge. Quiet knowledge is something that you want to science, mathematics, uh, technology. This is the quiet knowledge. Classroom, quiet. And they are also the revealed knowledge. What is revealed knowledge? Al-Wahy. Ulum al-Wahy. What is Ulum al-Wahy?
What, doctor? I couldn't hear you.
Ulum al-Wahy. Revealed knowledge.
علم الوحي.
What is Ulum al-Wahy?
Oh, I really don't know. I heard about it, but I never studied it.
Ulum al-Wahy, revealed knowledge, is the information revealed by God to the human. You do not know what will happen after we die, about the information about the Jannah and then An-Nar,
We call it al-ghaybiyat.
Al-Ghaybiyat. That is information. It's only through the revealed knowledge of the Prophet.
Yeah.
Right. So that kind of knowledge, there are two types of knowledge. Quiet knowledge, where you can learn sciences, everything, people tell you information. But there are also the revealed knowledge given by God to human beings through the Prophet. Right. There's no other way for you. And sometimes people got misunderstood about the dream. Is dream information? Mimpi ni. Try lah. Mimpi pergi ke Iran ke?
No.
Huh?
No, it's not information, that one.
Muhammad, do you believe on your dream? Tomorrow you come to me, you are telling about, I dream you got 10,000 ringgit tomorrow, doctor. Will people believe you?
I don't, of course not. I wish though.
In Malaysia, some ministers, some people in opposition party, they use the dream, Yesterday I dreamed. And then I got the dream. But of course, sometimes in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, there are some Sahaba who dream about the Prophet Muhammad. Meeting, because they are close together. Because, like maybe Muhammad, I dream about you because I know you in person. Like that, consider you maybe that is true. But when I dream about the Prophet Muhammad, I never encounter how does the Prophet Muhammad look like. Meaning that maybe there's someone claim to be the Prophet, but actually he's not.
Actually, in Islam, if you dream about Prophet Muhammad, we don't call it dream. We call it ru'ya, not halam. There is a difference between a vision and a dream.
But it's only the information that you get, you cannot spread to other people. A ru'ya is only for your guidance. If you trust that it's really Prophet Muhammad, but sometimes it's not coming from the Prophet Muhammad. It comes from shaitan too, because you do not know who's actually coming to your dream.
Yeah, but I don't think like if you see a shaitan, like you will mistake him for Prophet Muhammad. I don't think that.
Yeah, that can happen. That's why when I was a journalist last time, Muhammad, right? I always meet these people, the followers of certain deviationist group. They always claim that their imam or their leaders always dream. There's one group of people in Terengganu, we call it Ayah Pin. Ingat tak Najwa? Ni.
Kerajaan
Kerajaan Langit Ayah Pin.
Kingdom.
Saya beroperasi. I was a young journalist during the time. Follow this police, We want to do an operation to arrest this group, Deviationist teaching, This deviationist teaching is, they're too much depending on the dream. Okay, for example, they dream. I interview one of the person in the clan, in the group, right? In Malaysia, it's always happened, this deviationist group. So they depend on the dream, the dream of the leader, particularly in order to establish the position in the group. So they use it. I dream seeing the prophet. I dream I got married with you. Something I don't understand. It happened. I interview people. If Ayah Pin during the time, the leader of the cult, believed that he told his colleague that he dreamed the follower wife to he get married in his dream, and then automatically the wife of his follower become his wife. You understand, Muhammad? It's not a joke,
Yeah.
This is how the deviation is teaching, They're trying to fool their followers. And then the reason, if you read the newspaper recent, right? There's a lot of deviation is teaching the Islamic context, for example, right? Where, skibidi. Skibidi. Apa ni skibidi, Suraya?
It's a song. I'm not sure whether it's a Turkish or the Russian songs. Skibidi.
Abuya.
Abuya, do you understand? Do you know, Muhammad, about this story about the deviation? I still remember it was in 1994. We fought this group, the clans. They have a very good business. They are very business-minded, but they follow their cult leader. All right. This cult leader, one good thing to become a member of the cult leader, you can have 4 wives. You can get married 4. And then the wife, the female people who are joining the group, they must get married, become the first, second, and third wife of a man. Wow. And of course, it's very excited, to be part of the group. Alam, Alam, in Malaysia, if you enter this group, you can have 4 wives. You can share your husband. One husband, you share 4 people.
Malaysia?
Yeah. Whether we have this kind of group, but there are some people who get married 4. But this group, if you become a member of the group, you automatically can get married 4. Furthermore, if you have money, but sometimes they don't allow you to have your own personal money. All your money, if you work in the group, you have to contribute the money to the group. Meaning that you will not receive your salary. You are receiving, and then even they can take away your children. Muhammad, if you have children, meaning that if you're one children, you can have. They encourage you to produce much more children as they like, if you like. And one wife, maybe you can produce 8 or 10 children. Right?
And this
So
is
if
legal?
you have 4 wives, how many children you can produce?
This is legal?
Yeah, it's legal because you can get married 4. But sometimes they are trying to go around, the rules. And then they don't register their children, This is a clan group because they build up these people for this group for the past 30 years. And it's got a problem for the Malaysian government to overcome this group. Alam is very bad, terrible. So if you work, they have the branches of the business all over the place. They have in Saudi Arabia, they have in Manchester, they have in Turkey, they have in Australia. I've been to all these places. And then if you want to become these people, they believe on this what we call apa dipanggil Suraya? We call on the berkat ni lah, some sort like if something belong to your leader, alright, you have it's a bit some power lah, alright, berkat. Apa kita panggil Suraya dalam bahasa Inggeris ni? In English? We call in Arabic, you know, if you see the turas of the Prophet Muhammad, what we call that? Muhammad.
Turath?
And some Sufism group, and then they thought that okay, this thing is coming from the Prophet Muhammad, right? So this
Yeah.
Prophet Muhammad, it has the barakah
Yeah.
from the asar an-nabi, asar
Rasul
al-rasul.
al-Nabawiyah.
Yeah, asar an-nabawiyah. So if something that you receive from the Prophet Muhammad, and you really take care of it. Even sometimes they say that people claim it comes from the beard of the Prophet Muhammad, the hair of the Prophet Muhammad, and then they keep it properly. And even Topkapi Museum in Turkey also, they have the Prophet Muhammad sword or
Yeah.
something belong to the Prophet of Muhammad. So it
Yeah.
belongs to Prophet Muhammad. But this group, they are not getting from the Prophet Muhammad. They are taking from the leader. So if the leader shower, you know,
Yeah.
shower, then the
We
water.
have these people, some kind of these people in Iraq, unfortunately.
So they will pull this water, put in the basket, and then some people will
Mm.
drink the water and then to use to put in the cook or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So dirty, you know. If you some sort like deviate,
Ignorant, very, very ignorant people.
very ignorant. You have in Iraq too like this.
Yeah, we have,
In
unfortunately.
Malaysia also, and then we have to put a stop on it. I go
Yeah.
fast. Okay, Suraya like this. Okay, before that, I just want to quick shot. After I don't want to extend until 8 o'clock. 7:37 now, so we still have the time for Maghrib prayer. So about the meeting with Mr. Razak, you know, the foreign minister advisor. So supposed to be, I want to invite him to come to the class today, just like we did with Mr. Hafiz last week. But suddenly the minister called him. He wants to go to Jakarta tomorrow. We postponed the date. I asked him when he can come back. I was thinking to have it on the 3rd of December, Suraya. Tapi 3rd of December pun dia tak ada lagi. So meaning that, but it's okay, your letter is ready. The only thing, Suraya, you make another letter to request from TNCHEP, Prof. Arifin Abdul, to request for, because we are expecting about 100 students to come. For our group is about 40 students. From Dr. Agil group, about another 40 students. So about 100 students plus the undergraduate student will be joining our program 100. So we provide the dinner for that time lah. Right, Suraya? So I was talking to Dr. Agil whether that is enough for RM3. RM3 not enough lah. I
A
think
letter for
dinner.
so I need to write another letter.
Letter to Prof. Arifin Abdul. You draft the letter. I give to Dr. Agil. I will assign one undergraduate student to assist you lah. Right? Yeah. So to send this letter, Prof. Arifin Abdul or the TNC, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, requested me to first write letter.
Okay.
And you can send this letter because there will be two groups will be organizing, undergraduate student and postgraduate student. Postgraduate student is in my class now, so Suraya to lead. So you write the letter and then pass this letter to me. But I will ask the undergraduate student or Dr. Agil. We will do it at the hall in the Chancellor College.
Okay.
Right?
Date we confirm.
Date after Tuesday the following.
Okay.
Okay, if we don't do on Tuesday, can we do something like other day? For example, or I'm afraid if I put it on other day, you will have your
Class.
classes, other classes, right? So it will clash. So I would prefer to remain on the same date. So we do it 7:30, Suraya. 7:30 after Maghrib prayer.
7:30.
7:30 after Maghrib prayer. At the chancellor at the college chancellor.
Polish chancellor.
College chancellor ni adalah college yang pertama selepas gate yang masuk ke college UPM tu, ada nama dia college chancellor kat situ. Dr. Syed Agil dia punya ketua lah.
Okay.
So Dr. Syed Agil akan arrange for the food lah. So you just request the money. So maybe and then the arrangement biasa about food ni I will ask Dr. Agil to arrange lah. You don't have to worry. Only during the time we have to coordinate the food lah. Right, whether that they can give the plate to the student, or I think I would prefer to give the plate to the student, right, to all of the listener or the participant of the program. And then one area, table is for the VIP lah, for Professor Abdul, Dr. Razak, right. So I think I just want to invite Dr. Razak lah, because the time is too short for 2 hours, because he likes to talk. So you don't need to invite Prof. Prof. from Uniza tu lah. Tak payah jemput lah Prof. Dia jemput satu je. So we can have straight away, I will become the moderator lah, to ask him to explain about his experience, how he make decision, and advise the government to make decision in relation to international relations, what is happening in China, the trade between Malaysia and China, a relationship under the BRIC, for example, and the relationship with the other country, like to address the issue of the Palestinian in the United Nations, right? So what the government, Malaysia government, is trying to do right now to help the people who are in need. Let me finish this note. Theory and model. Relevant theory, the uncertainty reduction theory by Charles Berger in 1975. The more information you have, you will reduce the uncertainty to make decisions. For example, the more information that you have about this university, then it will help you to make decisions. You are comparing between UKM and UPM, for example. Maybe you find out it will reduce your uncertainty. Right? You're uncertain. Why people become uncertain? You become uncertain because of your limitation of knowledge about something. If you have knowledge about something, you will feel confident. That's why, in order to become a good people, in order to become a knowledgeable people who can deliver the speech, you must have the information first. If you don't have the information, you cannot talk. Am I right, Muhammad?
Yes, doctor.
Okay? Yeah. So according to the theory, the Charles Berger in 1975, the more information you will have, you will use the uncertainty for you to make decisions or to communicate. All right, you can speak fluently. And the social action theory by Thibault and Kelly in 1970, decisions are made based on the information on reward and cost associated. What do you mean by reward and cost associated? Meaning that when you want to go to Kuala Lumpur, for example, which is faster? You are thinking about the reward that you get and the cost associated, reward and cost. If you travel to Kuala Lumpur, for example, you want to get faster, right? Your reward, to get faster to reach Kuala Lumpur, you'll be using your money. You don't care about your money, right? You pay the toll. But sometimes people don't care about to reach faster to Kuala Lumpur. They care about how much money I can save. Understand, Muhammad?
Yeah.
That is the social exchange theory by Thibault and Kelly, in which you can use in your study how people make decisions. When you make decisions in your organization, business normally they care about the cost. If the decision making, you make the decision and will cost you a lot of money in terms of investment or not cost effective, you will definitely don't take that cost. You try to get something free or low cost. Normally people will go to low cost, but if your concern is about the timing, What's the time? For example, right? You're taking the direct flight. You want to be fast to reach see your family. You take the direct flight. But the direct flight, of course, is expensive, Muhammad. Am I right? But if you go through Dubai, you go to Emirates, you go to Dubai first, and then from Dubai, you take another flight going to Iraq, to Baghdad, it'll be cheaper, but cheaper,
True.
but take ages, have to land in other places. It's based on the reward and cost associated,
Yeah.
right? According to association theory. Okay. Principle or least interest, Waller and Hill. This one is what you're talking about theory. Yeah? I don't want to talk about this. I made you a wonderful meal. Darling, would you like me to rub your feet? May I serve you your evening cocktail before we die? I think I don't want to. It's too technical. All right. There's another theory where we use the theory is a model. This one irrelevant theory, normative model of how we make decisions. When you want to make a decision, you recognize first the problem, and then you set the objective. All right. You recognize what is the problem, and then you set the objective, and then you understand the problem, and then you determine the option. It could be 1 or 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 options, right? So you have to evaluate the option, which one is the better, which one is priority number 1, which one is priority number 2, which one is priority number 4. And then you choose, decide among the evaluated option. And after that, you implement the option, decision, and then you observe and monitor. And then you observe and monitor, and then you recognize the problem. So this is according to the normative model, right? So with regard to the 6 later on, I will give you some assignment for you to do in group, or you have to do in individual as part of the your final assessment. I will ask you to do the strategic management. All right. So if you're working in the management in the company, for example, you will have to do the strategic management analysis. Right. That will be discussed later lah, because it is part of bigger assignment that you will do in your group. So I want you to really understand about the strategic plan. We call it in the government department, Suraya, ya, kita panggil dia PSJP. PSJP, right?
Yeah, planning strategic. Bahagian strategic. Perancangan strategic.
Perancangan strategi. If you're working with any organization, they have the strategic plan, or we call it when I was in the kementerian last time, we call it PSJP lah, peran strategik jangka panjang. Long term strategic plan. You tahu tak, Adila? You kerja apa, you cikgu ke?
Tak, I'm with Sunway.
Somewhere also ada juga.
Yes. We have the strategic meeting. And coming next, in January, we will have a strategic meeting.
You must have every yearly review or something like that, quarterly review. That can the strategic plan will do lah. People leader organization, that is how we make decision lah, based on the information that we have. Okay, I think that's all today. I will set you around 2 hours, because I will start at 8 o'clock. I give you for you to mark your attendance by yourself. Okay, to the problem. Okay, I give you until 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, doctor.
Until الساعة 8 9.
That 9.
9 o'clock. Until
That's
9
right.
o'clock, you still have the time for you to mark for it, and then. Okay. Any question? I do it now, but you can let me put 9:49 now. 12. Yeah. 12. Okay. Okay. attendance. Today is what? Taxation. 19, 6, 18 to 18. Itulah saya tak 22. So you allow students to record your own attendance. Okay, I add. Okay, try to someone to record. Can you record the attendance? Boleh tak? Boleh ya? Cuba try.
I already sent my attendance, doctor. And doctor.
All right, thank you very much. Everyone sign your own. You mark your own attendance. The most important thing, I know that everyone.
Okay, doctor.
I can see here about 3 people is attending the class. All right, Raya, prepare
Okay.
for the talk. Tak apa, you prepare the letter first. I talk. Okay, thank you everyone for having me today. And then we talk a lot about philosophy, talk about the decision making. I hope that you can go together with me, discuss. Sorry lah, I talk a lot lah. Maybe I just need you after this. I will allow you to present something.
Inshallah.
And then right. So after this, we have a lot of things. I want to learn also from you. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay,
إلى
doctor.
اللقاء. See you again.
إلى اللقاء.
In Mandarin,
Thank
what
you,
you say? What we
doctor.
say? In Mandarin, what we say? We see again. See you again. What in Mandarin?
再见，
Don't know.
下次
再见。
再见. Okay, 再见. See you again next Tuesday. Hopefully we can see face to face. I hate thing. I love to see you in the office today. Okay, please
Inshallah next
check
week.
in for your attendance. All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Good night, doctor.
Good
Thank
night.
you, doctor.
Bye.